Hello Virgos, my name is Priscilla from Crystalthingsheal, here to do your love readings for mid-May to the, mid-June. Let's see. Friendly reminders that tarot's for guidance and entertainment purposes only, therefore not responsible for what you do after your reading. However, I'm here for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, click the description box down below where you can self-schedule. So I've had this deck forever, but I never use it because there's a lot of reading. And I'm more of a visual person when I do readings. I don't really read the words. So, but it is literally a love deck. So I thought it will be good to use. We're going to do one more shuffle. We'll pull a couple cards from here and then we'll go to tarot. Let's see what we have going on for our lovely Virgos for, and we're talking mid-May to mid-June. So for those of you who don't know me, or don't know my readings, if something doesn't apply to you in the beginning of the reading, I'm going to say stick around because I usually do more than one story in a reading. My readings are kind of quick. I get to the point quickly. I just get messages very easily. So, yeah. All right, so the first card that comes out, it says, I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul, right? What really stood out to me, though, over here was actually the numerology in it. It was the number 1. So this is a new beginning, right? So this is for someone who might be meeting a new person and they're just like, wow, that person's just beautiful or handsome or whatever you want to be. Okay. Now, moving on to the next card, here it talks about we incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines, okay? So what does that shout out to me? Karmic ties, right? And some may disagree, but to me, that says lessons will be learned because we need to clear this out to break these patterns, right? So it could be a beautiful relationship. It could be a challenging one. But regardless, it seems like it's going to be beneficial. Okay? So now we're moving over here. This is the movement in here. The movement, slow and steady, wins the race, right? Because here it talks about, I need to move slowly with this, but I trust that I am moving, even when it seems that I'm not. Okay, so maybe you're learning patience in this relationship. But I did hear slow and steady wins the race when I saw this card. It's also number 7, which talks about a journey. But number 7s are also very slow when it comes to tarot. All right. And your final card in this deck is a number 10. So that's going to be things coming together, right? And this says, the planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender to the changes. That's actually kind of beautiful. So look, you started from the bottom, literally number 1, and now you're here, number 10. So it's almost like in a very short period of time, you guys are going through all the phases and all the steps. Because usually you don't get from 1 to a 10 that quickly. But it's interesting because the set is moving slow, but I don't know. I feel like maybe you're forced to kind of deal with it. Certain things that you've been pushing aside. It's the alpha, the omega, and everything in between. Interesting. So let's go. Actually, I want to pull a little more oracle cards, but from a different deck. So what does that tell me? It tells me that lots of lessons are going to be learned. It might seem like it's going fast, but it's like, I don't know, within a 4-month span, you guys are like learning everything about each other that maybe take 10 years for other people to learn. This is like 4 months. Maybe you've been together for 4 months. Or maybe you'll be together with that person for 4 months. Let's see. All right, one more. Anxiety. Why do we have anxiety? Anxiety because you're uncertain of where it's going to go. Why? A number 7 again. See, it talks about things going slow. So have you been with this person for 4 months? And maybe you feel like it's not moving. But I feel like within these 4 months, you're learning everything. So it's creating some tension. Okay. Then there's a breakup over here on the side. Which I know there's a reason why it came out. So let's see. Okay. So someone had a breakup. This is not the same partnership in the past, right? And they're just not interested in it. That curtain has closed. We are done. We set the deal, right? But why are you thinking about it? Because it wouldn't have come up in this reading. You're worried that the next person's the same. That things are not going to change. Are you dating the same type of people? So now you're like, you know what? I just have to kind of go within. I got to do my thing. You're communicating with someone. Who are you talking to? And you're like, there has to be a deeper meaning to this. I think there is, by the way. Who are you talking to? Amal, who are you talking to? Victim mentality. Well, that kind of does go along with what I'm saying. You know, it's kind of like if you go for the same person, you get the same results. My dogs are wrestling in the background now, so just bear with. It's because they're hearing me do readings. It's my reading voice. Look, a lesson. Number 6. That's karma. It's like you're being playful, you're doing all the things, but this is a lesson being learned. And the root of it is because you're lonely. But I see you're talking to somebody. Well, I think what's important here, because what's standing out to me is a number 2. I think what's important here is that it's a two-way street, okay? So it's like, what I just pictured was you letting everybody else pass and nobody's letting you pass. And if you don't know what I'm getting at there, it just means that you need someone who's going to reciprocate. Confirmation, yes. You need someone who's going to reciprocate in order for things to move forward. Speaking of moving forward, we have a number 8. I don't know why numerology is like really sticking out to me today, but it is. So I guess we're doing an oracle reading today because, that's what we're doing. Moving forward. How are we leaving the end of the month? And then I'll spend the last couple minutes on the people who are already in relationships. How are we leaving the end of the middle of the month of, Jesus Christ, of June? Are you friend zoning someone? That was a plot twist I didn't expect. See? Plot twist. Interesting. Okay. So, how are you leaving the month? Now, of course, it's not going to be for everyone, but, here we are. Someone has made a decision over here, okay, that they have all the tools that they need to be on their own and that they have learned their lessons and they understand that spirit has brought this into them and they are tired of having complicated stories, okay, for themselves. Therefore, they think it's best to just stay friends. And this might be shocking, maybe even for you. However, I do see it working out well for you, okay? Why? Because this is getting you the recognition that you deserve. And then you're also more confident, and this is you being the hero of your own story. Oh, I might call it that. So, props to you. I'm going to spend the last couple minutes on people who are already in relationships. I'm going to write that title down because I thought that was cute. Bear with me. Alrighty. Virgo. People in relationships. Let's see what we have going on. Why am I hearing, and I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Why don't you feel like you belong here? Somebody's getting love bombed. Ooh. We're going to do 2 stories on this one. Okay. Well, all right. For some of you in relationships, you are getting love bombed. And I think you're very well aware of it. Okay? Because if you look at these cards here, we have, you know, this is great, it's wonderful, came out of nowhere, it shook my whole world up, but then you kind of, there's something that's just not right about this, okay? And your guides are like, warning, warning, put your guard up, something ain't right here, this person has a lot of baggage, okay? This is coming with a lot, it's a gamble, what risk are you willing to take for it? What risk are you willing to take for it? Now you're over here trying to be strategic because, like, let's be real. We want the wedding rings, right? We want something real. We want commitment. We want something. And this is happening right now because it's talking about in spring. And you're going to be dealing with it between now and, it says 1 to 3 months. But I feel like it's more 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 seems relevant. You're like, I am the main dish here. So, then what? You feel like this is a lot of work. You're able to handle it. The sex is good. Yeah. I feel like you're just like, I'm going to have fun with this because this person's clearly not giving me what I need in terms of this is what I want. Okay. However, for some reason, universe put this person in my path. Therefore, I'm going to just have fun with it. Okay. So just be aware of the love bomber. Don't like think that it's all roses and whatnot. Because roses really smell like poo, 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 poo. Yeah. All right, one more love story. For my Virgo. Ooh. New beginnings and believe in the impossible. OMG. Oh, shit. Look, and now you're signing some papers, or this is like a commitment. You're being unconditionally loved, and someone is letting you know. Oh, my goodness. You should watch this whole video. I feel like these are all 3 good stories. Juicy stories. Someone is expressing their true feelings, And they're just straight up telling you that you're, or who they want to be with for the rest of their lives. Let's be real. Let's stop wasting time and sign the papers right now. And you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Everything is awesome. Oh, and Spirit's like, I know, right? I know. I will hear you. That's funny. So then we have some loss here. What loss did you have to attain? Why are you hard on yourself? What did this just turn into? So now you're like, okay, I really need to like look at the situation and like woo-saw a minute and make sure that I ground myself because this is just a lot, okay? And it's just all happening so soon. It's all so sudden. And now, see, yeah, don't be causing delays for yourself, okay? Just don't do it. You have all the tools that you need, my darling. It's just, are those 3 5s? Yes, they are. It's just, it's all so sudden. 5 5 5. So maybe this is like the type of situation where you had a crappy situation prior to, and you're like, oh, it's just not going to happen. And then the next person you meet, you're with for like maybe 3 months or something like that. Then they end up getting engaged and married and happily ever after. This is that. You lucky mother effers. This is that. Loss. Woe is me. It's hard. We're going through life. Everything changes. 5 5 5. Whew. That was a lot for me. All right. That's going to be your reading. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time. Bye.